as we carry on in this NFL offseason, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of NFL teams kind of doing their own thing. They're going through mini camps, blah, 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 all the cliche kind of answers. But there is something else going on that I think, for a particular team, for the Las Vegas Raiders, that I think a lot of people are overlooking, and I get a lot in my comments section, and I talk about their defense. I talk about Derek Carr, who, by the way, I think people kind of got a little off cuff when I was talking about no more excuses. I didn't say Derek Carr made the excuses. Everybody else makes the excuses for him, but it is what it is. I'll let it go. I'll let it go because I love Derek Carr. I think he's the answer there, but people just need to take it for what it is in context. It's going to be all right. But anyway, I think when we talk about specific players, we talk about filling specific roles. In my comment section, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how, that their defense needs that guy that can be that 50 pressure, 6 sack a year kind of guy. And I don't mean to be a broken record here, but I have been saying it. Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell Jr., for that matter, could be those guys for the Las Vegas Raiders. Specifically Matthew Butler. Now, Neil Farrell Jr. showed me a lot in the Senior Bowl, and as well as if you just watch any tape on this guy, he's a dude. But Matthew Butler, if we're talking just about a guy that can be that 50 pressure, 6 sack a year kind of guy, I think Matthew Butler really fits more of that bill. I think Neil Farrell Jr. is a guy that will take up more double teams beyond that portion of it, but I think Butler is going to be that guy that comes in and really leaves more of a totality of an impact. A 50 tackle a year guy, puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback, is able to kind of bring it up the middle and do his own thing. So we talk about a guy, that his senior year there at Tennessee had 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss, 47 total tackles there. You really saw a guy, especially if you watch him on tape, you really saw him be able to make plays on the interior there. If you have a good nose tackle that can take up double teams, Matthew Butler can be that guy in a 4-3 that just gets it done in terms of, that Aaron Donald type of role. Now, he's not Aaron Donald. I know that. But, he's in that, 6'2", 6'3", 290 type of body frame that you just love to see from a guy that can just get it done on the interior side of that pass rush. So, and again, it gets tough when you getting sacks on the interior. You need to win with speed. You need to win with technique, you need to win with hands. Having that shocking hand ability really does help you out. But at the end of the day, the question, and I think a lot of Raiders fans they're right in asking that question: do the Raiders have a guy that can be that impactful interior guy? I think Matthew Butler is that guy. Nobody's talking about this guy, and it's frustrating. Like, I get it. He's a former 5th round pick. A 5th round pick this year. You've got some other guys in front of him, but seriously, if you give Matthew Butler an inch on this defensive line, he will take a mile. I really feel like he's going to be one of those guys that, again, does it take him a little bit to get going? Probably. But overall, you got Bilal Nichols in there on the inside. You've got some, Jonathan Hankins and all of them. Neil Farrell Jr. We could go down the list, but I really feel like Matthew Butler is going to be one of those guys that can be a big-time playmaker for the Raiders. I think that nobody's talking about him. Like I said, it's a travesty, but at the end of the day, he is one of those guys that can make a lot of plays and be disruptive. That's what you want. A guy that takes up double teams, a guy that's disruptive, and then you've got guys like Max Crosby and Chandler Jones on the other side. You absolutely love to see it, and I think Matthew Butler can fill that role with the Raiders, especially as a rookie, and bring a lot of quality time from a young player. It can bring a lot of quality to that defense and do a lot of different things. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. You guys know what to do. Give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about Matthew Butler being that playmaker for the Las Vegas Raiders defense.